During my 10th birthday party, a clown that nobody invited showed up and said, "Who wants to play the craziest game of Simon Says ever?" All 15 of us screamed, "Yes!" The clown reached into his bag for balloons, but his Nokia phone fell out. He picked it up fast and shoved it in his pocket, then looked around nervously. "Okay, kids, game's on, but we can't play Simon Says here." My friend Dick spoke up. "Why not? The backyard is huge." The clown glanced around. "Because we need more space, so we're going to the park down the street." We all exchanged looks. "But your parents know where we're going." I already told them. He started leading us out the side gate, deliberately not through the house where the adults were. We blindly followed him like the kids with no survival instinct that we were, and stopped 2 blocks down at the neighborhood park. We formed a circle in the green grass. The clown stood in the center. "Simon says jump." We jumped.
Simon says spin around. We spun. Simon says touch your toes. It seemed like a normal game, not a crazy one. We were laughing because Dick was too fat to touch his toes. But then the game changed. Simon says jump if you have a little sister. 5 kids jumped, including my friend Tommy. The clown stared at Tommy, nodded to himself. Simon says raise your hand if both your parents came to this party. Most hands went up. A few stayed down. Dick whispered to me, "These are weird questions." The clown continued. Simon says wave if someone who went to this party has curly blonde hair. We waved. The clown's eyes darted around. Simon says step forward if you came with a younger sibling today. Tommy stepped forward. The clown locked onto him. I noticed something. The Nokia phone bulging in his pocket. A police radio clipped to his belt. Clowns don't have those. Dick raised his hand. "Mr. Clown, I left my water bottle in the backyard. Can I get it?" The clown's voice changed. Serious. Simon says stop. Simon says nobody goes back to that house. We went quiet. "Why not?" Simon says trust me. Tommy looked confused. The clown turned to him. Simon says clap if that younger sibling wanted to make friends at this party. Tommy clapped slowly. Simon says nod if that sibling is shy, might be playing alone. Tommy nodded. "Yeah, his sister Angie is probably upstairs in the house playing with dolls." "Why?" The clown was tense. Simon says describe what she's wearing. "Pink dress." "Why are you asking about Angie?" Simon says keep playing. The clown kept checking his watch, checking his phone. 25 more minutes of random questions. We were getting restless. "Can we go back for cake? When's the party stuff?" Then we heard sirens, getting closer. The clown checked his Nokia one more time. "Okay kids, game's over. Let's head back." He walked us toward the house, slowly. That's when we saw them. 3 police cars in the driveway, with officers leading a man in handcuffs out the front door. There was a black mask around his neck. A little girl in a pink dress came out crying. She had blonde curls, exactly like the clown had described her. A female officer was holding her. Tommy screamed, "Angie!" He ran over. The officer stopped him gently. "She's okay. She's safe." We were frozen, not understanding. My dad was also sitting on the steps with a paramedic checking his face, bruised everywhere. I went to run over to him, but that's when the clown pulled off his wig, his red nose. It was Mr. Grimes from down the street. "You're not a clown?" Mr. Grimes looked at me and explained everything. 30 minutes ago, I looked out my window and saw that man in a black mask upstairs. He was holding Angie by her throat. He had a gun pulled and was aiming it at your dad, threatening to shoot him if he got close. My stomach dropped. I called 911 on my Nokia, but the station is 3 minutes away. I couldn't let you kids come back inside and maybe get yourselves killed. He was tearing up. "I work at the circus on weekends, so I grabbed my costume from my car and ran over to you, trying to bring you to the park and keep entertaining you so the police could do their job." He knelt down to Tommy's level. "Those Simon Says questions. I was trying to figure out who the girl was, so if things went wrong and she got hurt, I'd know who to tell and keep safe." Tommy was crying. "Is Angie okay?" The officer spoke. "She's safe. That man broke in through the side door." He paused. "If you kids had walked through that house, he might have heard you, might have hurt someone." Tommy hugged Mr. Grimes. "Still can't believe Dick couldn't touch his toes."